Hey, basketball fans, you're invited to enjoy an evening with the Blonde Bomber, Jay Scheidler. He's coming to the Edwards County High School in Albion on Saturday, April 11th. Jay Scheidler won a state championship with Lawrenceville in 1974 and finished third in 76. He also won a national championship with Kentucky in 1978. And he was selected as Mr. Basketball in the state of Illinois during his senior year when he averaged over 32 points per game. Nobody else in Illinois has ever shot the basketball with the accuracy or the range of Jay Scheidler. And he could jump out of the gym, too. Jay Scheidler will tell all about his basketball stories and share his faith during an evening with the Blonde Bomber. Make plans to come out and hear and meet Jay Scheidler, the Blonde Bomber, on Saturday, April 11th at the Edwards County High School Gym in Albion. Tickets are just $20 each, which includes the meal. And music will be provided by the Judah First Band. Find more information by going to goodconcerts.com. That's goodconcerts.com. Hello again, basketball fans. You're looking live at Wayne City High School, where tonight it's the Midland Trail Conference showdown as the championship is on the line for the regular season as the Woodlawn Cardinals, with an overall record of 23-3, 7-0 in the Midland Trail Conference, take on the hometown Wayne City Indians, who are 5-0 in the conference and have an overall record of 17-9. I'm Randy Olson, courtside, joined by Mark Wells. And Mark, this is a great matchup, and you know these two teams just met a couple of weeks ago in the championship of the Midland Trail Conference tournament, and it's a game that went down to the wire, and Woodlawn won it by 2 points.
Yeah, and it was right here on this floor, Randy. So Are we going to see a repeat of what happened 2 weeks ago? Who knows? These two teams are very familiar with each other, and what a rivalry that we have with Woodlawn and Wayne City. It's going to be a good game tonight. I just have a feeling, a hunch, so to speak.
The night of that game between Woodlawn and Wayne City, I was doing a game down at the Carmi Invitational Tournament featuring the Fairfield Mules, so I was not able to see that game here at Wayne City. But at everybody that I talked to, I asked them, what did Wayne City do in order to play with Woodlawn like that and get the game down to the wire like that? And everybody told me that basically the Wayne City Indians used their size. They went inside to Durham and Cooper, and they were able to exploit their inside game, and Woodlawn had a little bit of trouble stopping it. So I am certain that Brian Gamber is very aware of that, and I'm sure he'll be ready to defend the big guys a little bit differently tonight if Wayne City tries to use that same MO.
And the thing is, that both teams look similar in size, Randy, but I think Woodlawn is maybe a little bit quicker, so that's why Wayne City went inside on that inside game here a couple of weeks ago. So I think you're going to see probably the same kind of output that from both teams that we saw the last time.
This is ours. Yours over there.
Oh, my bad.
Yep. All right. This guy come over and tried to take our camera. He thought it was a Wayne City camera.
I thought, what's he doing here for just a moment? I'm thinking, okay, what's he coming up here doing, taking your camera? Right. Kind of threw us off here.
He was a little bit mixed up there.
Yeah,
That's all right.
Yeah, no problem.
Where was I? Okay.
Yeah, we were talking about, Wayne City went inside here a couple of weeks ago, and Woodlawn is, what are they going to do to change up to stop Wayne City? That's the big key here.
Well, and it's not like that Woodlawn hasn't played somebody that has a big guy. In fact, Woodlawn has so many quality wins this year, and one of those wins came against Mount Carmel. And Mount Carmel has the Appleby kid that's about 6'7", 6'8", and they were able to beat Mount Carmel at the Pinckneyville tournament, the Duster Thomas Classic, at Thanksgiving time or at Christmas time. So the fact that they were able to handle a big guy like that tells you that Woodlawn has got the ability, of course, to guard some of the big guys. They've played Pinckneyville twice this year. They lost both times, but that first time they played them at the Kaskaskin Classic at Carlisle, the game was real close. Woodlawn also has quality wins against Olney this year. They've beaten Goreville. They've beaten Altamont. And I saw them play last Saturday at the Benton Shootout, where they beat Vandalia by 6 points. So it's a very, very good Woodlawn team. They're 23-3 on the season. I think they're going to be the #1 seed in the subsectional. The seeds will come out this Thursday. We'll talk a little bit more about that at halftime of this game. But, the fact that Wayne City did play them a 2-point game here a few weeks ago, that's great for the resume of Wayne City. It really is. But can they duplicate that kind of effort tonight? That's the question.
That's the question. That's the key. And as you mentioned earlier that Coach Gamber remembers that game well. So, what's going to change? Him and Coach Corona are talking here on the Woodlawn sidelines. And probably reflecting a little bit about that game. And
it could be.
Could be. And I'm sure I'm sure they're not discussing, okay, what we're going to change here for our teams this week. But
hey, we had a great junior varsity contest that was just complete. Went into overtime, didn't it, Mark?
Yeah, sure did. Wayne City, they had the lead 26-23, and Woodlawn came down and tied it last second with a 3-point shot and went into overtime, and Woodlawn won the game 31-26.
Yeah, the Woodlawn Cardinals on the JV level outscored Wayne City 5-0 in that overtime period to win it 31-26. We'll come back and talk a little bit more about these two teams and look ahead to tonight's game. All coming up here on AreaSports.net. Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon. This basketball broadcast is made possible by Fairfield Printing and Graphics and Sporting Goods in Fairfield, where you can find t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and all kinds of gear for your favorite local team, such as Fairfield, Sisney, Wayne City, New Hope, Jasper, and others. Or they can customize exactly what you want. Fairfield Printing and Graphics is also your place to go for printing needs such as envelopes, posters, banners, anything you can think of, they can likely do it at Fairfield Printing, Graphics, and Sporting Goods. Learn more on their website at Fairfield Printing. It's the heating season, and Wayne White Propane and Sporting Goods has you covered with fast, reliable propane delivery service for your home or farm. And if you need those propane bottles filled for your grill or camper, Wayne White Propane and Sporting Goods can do it. Looking for a wide selection of guns and ammunition? You'll find it at Wayne White Propane and Sporting Goods. You can even search online through their website at waynewhitepropane.com. And don't forget, they also sell propane grills, smokers, and deep fryers at Wayne White Propane and Sporting Goods.
The difference between profit and loss is razor thin in today's market. Luckily, your GSI dealer is there to help you stay in the black. Capturing futures carry and improving your basis with increased on-farm storage on average could earn a 50-cent per bushel difference. Taking advantage of early harvest and saving with on-farm drying makes a profitability difference. Proven and dependable grain systems that boost your bottom line, that's the GSI difference.
Welcome back to Wayne City High School, where it's blackout night here, Mark, and that is why the Wayne City Indians, even though they're the home team, they are wearing their black uniforms tonight. The athletic department here at the high school actually petitioned the IHSA to allow them to do that because actually in the bylaws it states that the home team will wear white uniforms.
Yeah, that can get confusing for the scorer's bench too and the officials out there. So they have to make sure they're on the same page to make this, hey, go smooth as possible.
So it is blackout night. Not only are the players wearing black uniforms tonight, their normal travel uniforms, but the crowd on the Wayne City side, much of them adorned in black T-shirts and that sort of thing tonight as they celebrate blackout night here in their promotion against the Woodlawn Cardinals. Then the JV game, that they did score it as Wayne City, the home team on the scoreboard, and that's the way we will have it tonight on our scoreboard as well. So even though Wayne City is wearing the dark uniforms, you will see Wayne City as the home team tonight on our scoreboard because we are in Wayne City and they are the home team. Okay, I just want to make that clear for everybody tonight that's the way this thing will be scored. But that is an unusual development because, again, it's not something that you see very often. But, again, the IHSA said you can do that, so that'll be fine.
Yeah, what's the reasoning behind that? You see a lot of teams do that more often now. Right?
Well, they had a blackout night the other night at Mount Vernon where they didn't wear black uniforms, but all the crowd was wearing black. And then they darkened the lights and used spotlights, and this was the game between the Rams and Centralia. And the whole place was black. And but still,
Mount Vernon wore their normal white uniforms, and Centralia wore their travel red uniforms of the night. But everybody else in the crowd was wearing black, and it was just a promotion that they did. Sometimes they'll do an orange out, too, where everybody wears orange. But that's just kind of one of the things that they do. So here's the Woodlawn Cardinals on the road wearing their white home uniforms tonight here in Wayne City. Last time out, Wayne City played their last game over the weekend. They lost to Flora 61-56. And as we mentioned, the Woodlawn Cardinals played on Saturday at the Benton Shootout, got a 6-point win against Vandalia. And the Cardinals, again, look to be probably the number 1 seed in the subsectional, which the seeds will come out this Thursday. They do it differently this year, Mark. No longer are the coaches getting together in a room and having a conversation and giving a sales pitch to each other about their team in order to seed the teams. Instead, you sit behind a computer and you press a key, you press a number for each team, and I don't like that, and I don't think a lot of the coaches like it, quite frankly.
No, I guess you could say that's the way technology is today, Randy, but why fix something that wasn't broken? Get the coaches together, let them seed, let them talk about it. And I know a lot of these coaches are coming from a distance, but that's what it's all about. But why not do a video conference or something instead of just behind and pushing a button?
And here's the problem I have with it, okay? You have 16 teams in the subsectional that includes Woodlawn, okay? I guarantee you there's a number of these coaches and athletic directors among these 16 teams that have never seen Woodlawn play this year, okay? Now they can look at their record, sure, but they haven't seen them play. If there is anybody on that list that, well, let's say they don't like Woodlawn or they're jealous of Woodlawn or whatever the case may be, they just don't want to give Woodlawn a 1 seed, even though I think they deserve it, they could give them a 5 if they want to.
Right.
And the problem is, when you're sitting behind a computer and you do that, nobody knows that you did that.
Yeah, you're anonymous.
Because they're not going to, the IHSA is not going to let everybody know how everybody voted. And I just think that's wrong.
No, that is
But that's my opinion.
Yeah.
And it happened in the girls' seed meetings a week ago. There was one school here in Southern Illinois that didn't even vote.
Oh, wow. They abstained from it.
They didn't vote at all. There was 12 teams in a girls' subsectional, and one of the teams did not vote. And that threw everything off and skewed everything to where, you had some teams with a different seed than what they probably deserved.
And, this is the first year of them doing that. So what's that going to, that happened. So what's going to happen next year? They're going to go back to the traditional way of doing it?
I'm not sure what will happen, but a lot of people not happy about it. Right. We'll step aside, take another short break, be right back with the starting lineups and the play-by-play in just a moment.
Vaughn Equipment is a family-owned and operated business in Fairfield that's committed to providing quality equipment to the farm, construction, tractor-trailer, marine, and oil field industries. They feature a great selection of new and pre-owned trucks, trailers, farm equipment, construction equipment, and rental equipment. Their inventory changes weekly, and you can see it all in person or on their website. Whatever you're looking for to do the job right, Vaughn Equipment can help you. They're located at 1102 South 1st Street in Fairfield, or call 842-3500.
How do you measure success? In points? In wins? Or trophies? At Shelter Insurance, we measure success in the quality of our products and services, in our community support, in being there when you need us most. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Agent Melissa Walden.
Welcome back at Wayne City High School. Still some crowd filtering in here. Great crowd here tonight from Woodlawn, who's made the travel over from Jefferson County to see this matchup tonight. Again, this is for the championship, literally, of the regular season. This is the last conference game for Woodlawn, although Wayne City will still have 2 more conference games after tonight. They've still got to play Sandoval, and they've still got to play Waltonville. We're about to have the playing of our national anthem, so we'll take one more break and be right back.
This broadcast is made possible by Barnard Soil Service, located in Wayne City, offering multiple services to the farming community, including crop input recommendations, custom application, field records, seed test plots, seed treatment, soil testing, and much more. Barnard Soil Service is located at 303 East Smith Street in Wayne City, and their phone number is 895-2116. Additional details available on the company website at barnards.com. Barnard Soil Service in Wayne City.
Wayne City High School pep band here with their rendition of our national anthem. And we're going to meet the members of the Woodlawn Cardinals, who again are wearing their home white uniforms tonight because it's blackout night at Wayne City. But on the scoreboard tonight, Wayne City will be the home team both here in the gym and on our scoreboard. Looks like we're going to have a special presentation, though, first. Coach Jim Corona's got a special presentation to make.
For Bob Walker.
Made our players stronger, quicker, and taught more lessons about life than anybody here. And on behalf of my players, our coaching staff, we want to give him a special award for making us a great player. And it looks just like him.
Bob Walker being presented with a Strongman Award tonight, I guess you'd say, huh?
Yeah, Bob's well known in the area. He's helped many athletes, even athletes in Fairfield many years ago, and now he's bringing his mentor over here to Wayne City. He's a great guy.
Well, and you can see that the players are very affectionate towards him, as he's worked with a lot of these guys, and of course, Coach Corona, very happy to be able to present this tonight, and the impact that he has had on this team is pretty far-reaching.
Mm-hmm, it sure is. It means a lot.
Nice touch here tonight. Yeah. And Bob's wearing his black tonight, too, here on Blackout
sure
Night,
is.
isn't he?
Yeah, sure is. And that trophy did look like him, Randy.
It did. That's funny, isn't it? Yeah. It really is. All right, Woodlawn Cardinals 23-3 on the season, 7-0 in the Midland Trail Conference. We'll follow along with the public address announcer as they introduce the members of the team right now.
First, the lineup for the visiting Woodlawn Cardinals. At guard, number 12, 6'2" senior
Blake McKay has scored over 2,000 points in his career for the Woodlawn Cardinals. He, of course, is the go-to guy, but they've got so many other guys that can score. Chase Arrington is a senior, wears number 14. Number 25 is Jackson Tiemann. Number 11 is Race Rinsky. He's a senior. Goes about 6'2", and he can get up off the ground. And I didn't catch the fifth starter, but I think it's probably Chase Hollenkamp, number 21. We'll let you see the Woodlawn cheerleaders. I know a lot of you back home are piping this thing up on your big screen. We want you to see it all here on AreaSports.net. Enjoy with us. Nice presentation there by the Woodlawn Cardinal cheerleaders. And now let's meet the hometown Wayne City Indians. Again, wearing their black uniforms tonight here on Blackout Night. They're 17-9 on the season, coming off a tough loss to the Flora Wolves over the weekend, 61-56.
At guard, number 22, a 6' senior, Kent Miller.
Kent Miller, 6' senior for the Indians. Taj McKinney, 5'9" sophomore, wears number 5 for Coach Corona and the Indians. Number 4 is Caden Taylor, a 6'3" senior who moved over this year from Weber Township. He's been a big addition to their basketball team this year. Number 25 is a big guy in the middle, Marcus Durham, who had a big game against Woodlawn the first time. He's a 6'2" senior. We'll see if he can duplicate that tonight. And Travis Dickey, 6'2" senior, loves that outside shot, but Travis can take the ball to the hole, too. He's got a lot of talent. And, again, he's 6'2" senior, wears number 34, Mark. So they'll go with Dickey, Durham, Miller, Taylor, and McKinney in their usual starting 5 lineup.
Hayden England's going to be the 5th starter for Woodlawn.
Okay. Hunter England, his brother, had a great JV game and was very key in that overtime victory for the Cardinals in that JV contest tonight, 31-26. Hayden England wears number 33. We'll also see Chase Hollenkamp out there a lot, as the Wayne City cheerleaders do their opening routine here. Brian Gamber and the Woodlawn Cardinals, 23-3, and you know, overall, this being his 4th season, Coach Gamber is 88-33 as coach of the Woodlawn Cardinals. That's a winning percentage mark of 73%.
That's a good winning percentage. How long has he been under the helm, Randy?
This is his 4th year.
4th year. That's good.
Of course, played for Doug Creel at Mount Vernon, was a Ram, also played at Renton Lake College. It's going to be Caden Taylor jumping against Blake McKay, and we are underway, and the tip is controlled by the Woodlawn Cardinals. Again, even though Woodlawn is on the road tonight, they are wearing their white uniforms as McKay has it. He comes over to Rinsky. Rinsky comes out here to England. England gives up to Tiemann.
Opened up in the man-to-man defense for Wayne City.
Yes, they have, and the ball gets away just a minute, but it's gathered back in by Arrington. Now McKay has it again. Gives it to England. England out front to McKay. McKay guarded by Kent Miller. McKay's a load to try to guard. Again, he's one of the all-time leading scorers now in Woodlawn Cardinal history. As Rinsky on the reverse misses it, but gets the offensive rebound and almost stuck it in, but it rolled out again. And now Wayne City will get their first crack at it. In the front court with it is Miller to Taj McKinney. McKinney over to Dickey. Dickey tries to dump it down low to Durham, and there's good defense by Rinsky. Rinsky was fronting him that time, and he gets it ahead down low to England, goes up for the shot, missed it. Taylor on the outlet. Going back the other way to Miller. He'll stop and pop, and he got it.
It's good.
3-point basket for Wayne City, and that's how the Indians start this one. And we will get our scoreboard up on the screen here for you so you can follow along at home.
Coach Corona, he works that sidelines, doesn't he, Randy?
He does. McKinney on the 3 out front doesn't go, but there's an offensive rebound by the Cardinals, and then a foul is going to be called. As scrapping for it down there was Chase Arrington. And it'll be out of bounds to the Cardinals as that foul was called on the Indians.
On Travis Dickey. That's his first team foul for Wayne City.
Here's the inbound to England. Goes up and scores. Easy out of bounds play that time for the Cardinals, and they score here at the 6:14 mark, and it's 3-2. Now we see some pressure defense as Miller's going to bring it across. Guarded by Tiemann. Comes out to Taylor, work it to the right side of McKinney, try to go inside to Durham, and there's Rinsky again with the defense, but he's going to be called for the hold that time. Rinsky doing a good job of fronting him and getting that deny hand up there, but I guess he must have had too much of the body that time on his hip, maybe.
Yeah, it's first on Rinsky, first team foul for Woodlawn this half.
Here's the inbound to Dickey. He'll shoot it from the baseline, missed it, rebound Rinsky. He'll come out of there with it himself. He can handle the ball pretty good for a big guy. McKay has it now. Gets it over to Tiemann. Back around the horn to Arrington. Long 3 out front by McKay, won't go. Rebound Durham for Wayne City. He'll outlet it to Miller. Again, I watched this Woodlawn team play against Vandalia on Saturday at the Benton Shootout. And, you know, when you watch Woodlawn move the basketball, you got to be impressed with how they whip it around.
Yeah, quick.
Here's Taylor out to Miller. Back out to Taylor. Back to Miller again. Now McKinney has it. He'll give it to Dickey. Good defense shown here by Woodlawn, and good patience shown by Wayne City. McKinney's going to fire a long 3. Not sure that's the shot they wanted. You can get that shot any day of the week at any time. Nonetheless, Woodlawn has the rebound, brings it back the other way. Tiemann over to England. Back out to Tiemann. Now it comes to McKay. Over to Tiemann again. Now England has it. Motion offense underway here for Woodlawn. Yep. Rinsky with the up and under move. And it was a beautiful move. He went right between the 2 defenders and scored. 4-3 Cardinals. He just split them, didn't he, Mark?
Yeah, he sure did. He's quick underneath that basket.
Very athletic. There's Race Rinsky. Top of the key, here is Taylor for 3. Won't go. And already Wayne City is doing something they didn't do against Woodlawn the last time they met, and that is settle for the three-point shot. They were adamant about going inside against them last time, and already they've settled for the three-point shot. I think that's what Coach Corona is going to talk to them about.
I think you're right. Yeah,
he has called timeout, and I think he's going to drill it in their mind again that the only way you're going to compete with these guys is you're going to have to get it inside.
I think that's what he's pointing out right now. That's the first one, McKinney, and second team foul for Wayne City.
All right, well, we're going to keep it right here for just a minute since this is just a 30-second timeout. I mentioned that Wayne City still has 2 conference games left. They're against Sandoval and Waltonville. They got another interesting game coming up. They're going to go on the road and play at Murfreesboro.
Oh, wow.
You talk about beefing up your schedule.
Yeah, and Murfreesboro is, they're down what, 2A now, Randy?
They dropped down to 2A this year, but they've been 3A for many years, and they're very athletic. But Coach Corona said he wanted to beef up his schedule this year, and, they went on the road and played at Robinson, and now they're going to play at Murfreesboro, which, hey,
it's good. Hey, it's good experience.
Leading into the tournament, not bad. Here's a steal by the Indians. Turnover by Woodlawn. McKinney gives it to Durham. Lost the handle. McKay comes out of there with it for the Cardinals. And then stolen away by Miller. Turnover right back to the Indians. Trading turnovers here, Mark.
Yeah, they are. 2-2 on the turnovers.
Here's Dickey with it now. Out front to Taylor. Taylor gives it to McKinney. McKinney tries to penetrate. Loses the handle, but Miller picks it up. So they save the possession. To Dickey. Down low to Durham.
Good
too
inside
far.
pass. A little too far.
Rinsky had overcommitted on that. Durham was open, but they just threw it too far. Rinsky with it on the wing now for the Cardinals. Out to McKay. McKay working against Miller. Gives it to Tiemann. He'll fire away a 3. Missed it. Nobody there to rebound in a white shirt. It's all black, and Miller comes away with it. Indians on the attack. Out to Dickey.
Wide open underneath is Durham.
And Dickey's going to be fouled on his way to the basket. 4-3 Woodlawn here. 2:56 to play in the first quarter. Again, these two teams played to a 2-point game in the championship of the Midland Trail Conference tournament. And this is for the regular season conference title tonight.
They gave that to McKay.
And McKay steals it and then has the ball knocked out of bounds as he tried to take it coast to coast. So the team fouls are even at 2 apiece, and as you said, that was the first foul on McKay. Now, he's somebody they definitely don't want to get in foul trouble. And it comes to McKay.
Nice
Does
move.
the little jump step, missed it. Got his own rebound, though. Goes back up again, short. Third time's a charm.
Third time.
Got it to go. 6-3.
He didn't give up. He kept with it.
He is going to go on and play college basketball at McHenry University. So that's exciting to see. I think there was a lot of places that were interested in him. As the three-point bucket is put up by McKinney, and that ties the game. Taj McKinney. 2:14 to play here in the first quarter. We're all knotted at 6. Here's Rinsky back in the front court for the Cardinals to McKay. McKay almost loses it. Picked up in the corner now by Arrington. Back out to England, back to McKay. He'll launch a three-pointer, rolls off no good. There's McKinney for the rebound for Wayne City. They get it up quick to Dickey. Dickey throws it off a Woodlawn player, but Tiemann grabs it.
Wide open for a 3. Thought about it.
And lost it out of bounds was McKay. Another turnover on Woodlawn, and Woodlawn making some uncharacteristic turnovers here in the first quarter.
McKay thought about that 3, Randy, and then he saw where he had the baseline open, and then it just, as he tried driving, he just lost the ball out.
Yeah, and somebody just corrected me, and I appreciate that. And I was wondering the same thing. They had these numbers wrong on the program, because I thought all along that Hollenkamp started, and it is Hollenkamp out there, not Arrington. That is number 14, Yeah.
Hollenkamp is.
My intuition told me that, but I wasn't sure, so I was going by the program. But sometimes you got to trust your intuition,
That's right.
But I appreciate that message. Darren Duez into the ball game for Wayne City. There's a three-pointer by McKinney, no good, and Rebound coming out of there with it is Hollenkamp. Ahead to McKay. Gets it ahead to Rinsky in the corner. England drives inside the lane. Some
Good
contact
defense,
there,
yeah.
but nothing called. McKinney will take it back the other way for the Indians.
He's going all the way. Nice move by McKinney to the basket.
The young sophomore, Taj McKinney, takes it coast to coast, and Wayne City is up 8-6 as we're under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Tiemann will bring it back up for the Cardinals. Working against McKinney. Comes out to Rinsky. He's guarded by Taylor. 35 seconds left. Got a lot of contact away from the basketball going on here, which the crowd was murmuring about. England now has it. And Wayne City leads it by 2. Here it comes to Tiemann. Down to 19 seconds left, and they come back out to the top to McKay. McKay against Duez, who's pretty quick. Guarding him right now. Gives it up to Tiemann. Tiemann will turn on his man, dish it in the corner. As Hollenkamp fires away, no good. There's the follow by McKay, and it's no good. At the end of the first quarter, it is Wayne City leading this ball game by a score of 8-6. We'll come back with more in just a moment live on AreaSports.net.
Renshaw Title and Abstract has been purchased by Olson and Reeves, attorneys at law, and has reopened under its new name, Mount Vernon Title Company. Through the resources of Olson and Reeves, Mount Vernon Title Company offers title insurance and title examinations for residential and commercial properties, as well as deed preparation, closings, signings, and escrow services. If you're involved in a real estate transaction, depend on Mount Vernon Title Company at 1015 Broadway, downtown Mount Vernon. You can call them at 316-7322. That's 316-7322.
Back live at Wayne City High School, where after one quarter here, it's the Indians leading it over the Woodlawn Cardinals, 8-6. And Mark, your thoughts on that first quarter play?
Good first quarter by both teams. Wayne City with the lead, as you mentioned. Both teams quick up and down the floor, Randy. And Wayne City has 5 turnovers, Woodlawn with 3. And it's everything we thought the game was going to be close. And both teams are quick.
Yeah, they are. The Indians were trying to get the ball inside to Durham. Rinsky was doing a pretty good job guarding him in there. So I think they settled for some threes that they can really get any time they want. I think if you're Coach Corona, you want a little bit higher quality shot.
Mm-hmm. And Duez is quick.
Yeah, and he's starting the second quarter for him here. He's got the basketball right now. He brings you the ability to penetrate, too. And also, he can be tough in transition. Here's McKinney trying to thread the needle down there to Durham, and they lose it out of bounds. The Indians will also come with Noah Cooper, another big guy off the bench. And look for him to see some action here probably sometime in this second quarter. Here's a shot from McKinney from the corner, no good. And rebound by the Cardinals as McKinney will come away with it. I've seen Woodlawn play enough this year, though, to know that there's many times that they may get off to a slow start, but Coach Gamber is so good at making in-game adjustments as McKay fires a 3 and nails it. And you knew it was just a matter of time before Blake McKay started heating up. Again, over 2,000 points in his career as a Woodlawn Cardinal. Here's Duez. What did I say about his speed and his penetration? You just saw it right there. As he blew to the basket and was fouled.
Race Rinsky, that's his second third-team foul for Woodlawn this half.
Cardinals have the 1-point lead. Duez trying to tie it or put the Cardinals or the Indians ahead here as he's at the line for a pair.
Wayne City is going to send some players off the bench in here in a moment.
First one's good. The Wayne City Indians have something very unique this year that you don't see in high school basketball much anymore in Southern Illinois, and particularly in 1A basketball, and that is 9 seniors. There is 9 seniors on this roster for Wayne City. You just don't see that anymore, as Duez makes both of them. Seesaw battle here. Let's see how the Cardinals react. Down 10-9 as Tiemann has it now. Comes over on the right side to McKay. And McKay is pushed.
Looks like it's going to go on number 22, Kent Miller. That's his first, 13th foul for Wayne City.
And going to have another foul.
Underneath.
Foul on the inbound.
Yeah, looks like that's going to be on Caden Taylor. That's his first, team foul 4 now for Wayne City.
Here it comes to McKay again. McKay gives up to Hollenkamp. Now over to Tiemann. Back out to McKay. Back to Tiemann. Indians extending their defense out quite a ways beyond the arc, trying to challenge any potential shots that the Cardinals put up as Rinsky takes it in.
Good defense on Rinsky by Wayne City. They triple-teamed him there, Randy, under the basket.
Drew some contact there. Nothing called. The officials letting them play. Didn't call it offensively or defensively there on a foul. They kind of let it go. Kind of referred to as incidental contact, I guess you'd say, as Dickey's got it right now. Boy, Dickey's been quiet so far for Wayne City. Durham has it. Out it comes to Andrew White, who's in the game now. And now Dickey has it again. Durham comes way out away from the basket to get it. To Taylor. Taylor to White. White is one of those 9 seniors I was referring to. Now Durham again. As the Indians are running some motion offense against this man-to-man. Cardinals go for a trap. Andrew White tries to drive, but he picked up the pivot foot. Yep. Turnover back to Woodlawn. And checking in the game for the Cardinals, number 5 is Alec Fuchs. He's a senior for Woodlawn.
McKinney also enters the game back for Wayne City.
5:28 to play here, first half. And, boy, we got guys coming in the game when they've started play here.
Yeah,
okay, the official blows a whistle and gets them in the game.
Yeah, Duez also comes back in for Wayne City. So we have 2 coming in for Wayne City.
Again, coming up to halftime, we're going to talk a little bit more about this whole seed process as it unfolds this Thursday. This is the final game for both these teams to play before the seeds come out this Thursday, and then the actual pairings for the regionals will come out on Friday. McKay for 3, missed it, and rebound by the Indians. Duez will bring it up. Gives it to Dickey. Dickey working against Fuchs. He'll put up a 3-pointer. Missed it. And rebound England for the Cardinals.
Wide open, and he drives to the
basket. All the way down and laying it over the rim is Blake McKay, and he just went coast to coast that time. And again, he is very athletic.
Yeah, he got by Duez, and he just decided to take it to the hole, and what a good play that was.
Well, nobody impeded his progress that time. Nope. Trying to go inside to Taylor as the Cardinals double him, and reach-in foul is called. Caden Taylor's a good post player, too.
Looks like they give that to Tiemann. That's his first, 4th team foul.
In the first quarter, Taylor was playing more away from the basket, but they were trying to post him up a little bit here now. Here's a shot from Dickey from the corner, and he's fouled behind the arc, so he'll get 3 free throws as Fuchs got him on the arm.
First on Alec Fuchs, 15 foul for Woodlawn.
Stops the clock with 4:35 to go here in the first half, and 3 free throws coming here for Travis Dickey.
This is his first chance to score, Randy.
Travis recently went over the 1,000-point mark for his career. Missed the first one. Hey, let us know where you're watching from tonight and who you're rooting for tonight. Are you rooting for Woodlawn? Are you rooting for Wayne City? Or are you just a great basketball fan that just likes to watch a good game? Let us know where you're watching from and who you're rooting for. You can follow us on Twitter at AreaSports.net or send us a message through our Facebook page, AreaSports.net on Facebook. And if you haven't already signed up for our on our YouTube page, subscribe to our YouTube page. It's absolutely free, and that way every time we upload a game or the Sports Couch show, you will automatically get a notification that there's new material on there that you can watch on demand in archive anytime you want. Because we do a lot of games and a lot of sports shows. As that one's put up and in, a 3-pointer.
Jackson Tiemann with that 3.
Tiemann puts Woodlawn ahead, 14-11. This Cardinal team is a great outside shooting team. They can all fill it up from behind the arc. And they had a shootout with Vandalia the other day. I'm telling you what, there was a lot of long-range shots. As Noah Cooper missed the jump hook, and then on the rebound, we got a whistle and a foul on Woodlawn.
And they're going to give that one to Jackson Teeman. That's his second, team foul number 6.
Kent Miller had gotten the rebound after the miss by Noah Cooper. And Miller will go to the line.
They're going to give him 2 shots.
And that cuts the lead to 2. 14-12. Kent Miller with another one. Got it. 14-13. Got us a good one going here at Wayne City tonight on our Tuesday night game of the week on AreaSports.net. Here's Miller with it again. And he comes over to Hunter England. Got the brothers out there right now.
Travel turnover.
And another turnover on the Cardinals. Kind of uncharacteristic for them here. They don't turn the ball over a whole lot, especially unforced errors.
That's 4th turnover for Woodlawn this half.
Kent Miller will bring it up against Fuchs. Gets it over to Dickey. Taylor comes way away from the basket. Now to McKinney. McKinney tries to drive, goes inside, puts up the shot, missed it short. Rebound Taylor or Miller, and that's taken away by Hunter England. Cardinals have it in the front court again. Here's McKay with it. Stops, pops from the elbow. A little bit short, but he's fouled, and he'll get a couple free throws out of the deal.
We're going to give that to Ken Miller. That's his second 15 foul for Wayne City.
You know, the other thing about Blake McKay, and I've said this before on previous broadcast, is, you know, not only is he a great talent, a great shooter, and can score both outside or take you off the dribble or whatever, great player offensively. He's got a great basketball IQ. And what I mean by that is he understands the game very well, and so he makes the other players around him better. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
It really does. He sees the floor. He understands what's going on. He knows what the other team's trying to do defensively. And it's almost like having another coach out there on the floor.
And, you know, each team needs a leader like that on their team.
We got timeout on the court, and we'll take timeout as well and be back with more in just a moment here live on AreaSports.net. Back here at Wayne City, where the visiting Woodlawn Cardinals lead it here on blackout night at Wayne City, 16-13. It's been a seesaw battle, though. Wayne City led after the first quarter, 8-6, and the leads changed hands a couple times here in the second quarter. It'll be Wayne City basketball length of the floor. 3:12 to play here in the first half. Let's see if Woodlawn changes anything up defensively here. That's a steal right there. Pass is intended for Duez. It's a turnover. Cardinals have got it. McKay with it now. McKay directing some traffic out there. Gives it to Hollenkamp. Back over to McKay. He's going to drive, puts up the shot, left it short, got his own rebound, and is fouled on the floor before the shot, they said.
Looks like they're going to give that to Noah Cooper. If so, that's his first. Team foul 6 for Wayne City.
You know, I mentioned Wayne City's got 9 seniors on the roster. Noah Cooper's actually one of the juniors, the big guy out there now, 23, so they'll have him back next year. And Taj McKinney will also be back because he's just a sophomore. And that shot's missed as Cooper blocked it. Hollenkamp goes back up, missed it. This time Dickey comes away with it.
He was wide open when he drove to the basket, but Wayne City defended him real well underneath.
Duez will bring it up in the front court quickly for the Indians. 2:31 to play in the half. Over to Dickey, out top now to McKinney. Come on the right side to Duez. Duez trying to get inside to Taylor, and Taylor's fouled from behind. They're going to call Hollenkamp with the reach in.
His first, team foul number 7 for Woodlawn.
Chase Hollenkamp on the foul. As team fouls are pretty even here. It's 6 for Wayne City and 7 for Woodlawn, but That puts Wayne City in the bonus, and that'll send Caden Taylor to the line.
They're 5 of 7 so far, Randy, from the free throw line.
Free throws will win you ball games, won't they?
Yeah, they sure will. They're important, very important. You don't realize that till you start watching them.
That's right. Clock stopped with 2:21 left here in the first half. Next one is off the mark, no good for Taylor, and Cardinals have it. Hunter England will bring it across the line. He's picked up by Taj McKinney out there. Hunter had a great JV game.
Sure did. I was getting ready to say he was the one that tied the ball game there and sent it to overtime.
Yeah, here's McKay with it right now. He'll elevate for the 15-footer, missed it. And it's rebounded by Hayden England. Back out to McKay. Here's Hayden driving baseline, going up strong, but he is fouled, and he'll go to the charity stripe.
It's going to be on Noah Cooper. That's his second. Team foul 7 for Wayne City.
So Hayden England at the line. Minute 48 to play here in the first half. And that one's no good.
Marcus Durham back in the lineup for Cooper as he takes a bench after picking up his second foul.
Another one for England. And he got it. 17-14 in favor of Woodlawn. Showing some zone press right now, and it works. Another turnover. Cardinals get it. Spin move down underneath. And
they're calling for a travel. He did that.
Yep.
Yeah, he did that spin move, Randy, and he went to look to pass, and then he just picked up his pivot foot.
Yeah, should have went on up and shot it, but drug that pivot foot. Actually, it already picked it up, I think, and turned back over to Wayne City. Minute 38 to left here. And Wayne City struggling with that zone trap here. Let's see. Duez. And there's another steal. McKay's got it. It's going to take it all the way to the rack. Missed it. Ball goes out of bounds, and they say it's going to belong to Woodlawn. It's off
McKinney. It looks like the ball went off McKinney. He went up for the rebound. Strong for the rebound, but he just couldn't hang on to it.
That's 2 straight turnovers in a row by Wayne City against this zone trap of the Cardinals.
10 turnovers for Wayne City this first half.
England gets it in the corner to McKay. McKay works against Miller. A little fadeaway. Won't go. Look at that rebound by England. He's fouled. And Hayden England will go back to the line. That was a strong rebound.
Looks like Marcus Durham they're going to give that foul to. And that'll be his first.
Stops the clock with a minute 15 left here in the first half. Starting to see a lot of free throws shot here all of a sudden.
We are.
And that one's good. 18-14. Again, these two teams played a couple weeks ago in the championship in the Midland Trail Conference tournament on this very floor, and it went down to the wire as Woodlawn held on for a 2-point victory.
Both teams are shooting well from the free throw line.
Let's see if Wayne City can handle that press this time. They get it across to Miller, and then they throw it away.
That's 11 turnovers for Wayne City this half, Randy. That press, the trap is hurting.
It is.
Hurting them. You know, we talk about the turnover is a big key.
Well, again, you're just giving more possessions to Woodlawn, and in the meantime, you're not getting a shot off. You're not getting in position.
Yeah, almost turnover for Woodlawn, but good defense by McKinney. He just couldn't handle the ball and get it back inbound.
It's been a 13-6 run here in the second quarter by Woodlawn. They were down 8-6 after the first quarter. Here's a drive, up and in by McKay.
McKay, good drive.
7-point lead now for Woodlawn. Their biggest of the game as they get it ahead to Dickey. And that ball is knocked out of bounds. And a good defensive effort there by Hunter England. Dickey will trigger it in to McKinney. He splits the defense, goes up for the shot, and puts it in off the window.
Off the window, yeah. Good drive by McKinney on that play.
So that stops a 7-0 run by the Cardinals. Makes it 21-16 with 20 seconds left here in the first half. And looks like the Cardinals will wind it down here for the final shot of the half. McKay has it.
Look for McKay to take the final shot, Randy. He's been on fire here this second quarter.
Working against Miller. 6 seconds left. Elevates from 15 feet. It's in and out, no good. Rebound Durham. Here's a long heave by Dickey.
Off the board.
Won't go, and that is the end of the first half. Our score, it's Woodlawn 21 and Wayne City 16. We'll come back and take a look at the first half stats. And we'll talk a little bit more about this whole seed situation, all right? Kind of make our own predictions on what we think is going to happen with the seed meeting this Thursday. All right, we'll do that and more coming up here on AreaSports.net.
Valpo Home Furnishings has been serving the area for nearly 30 years with quality furniture, appliances, and bedding. Their goal at Valpo Home Furnishings is to give you a great selection of home furnishings, appliances, and bedding at a great price with outstanding hometown customer service. If you're in the market for new or updated furniture, appliances, or bedding, check out the selection at Valpo's, 103 East Main Street on the south side of the square in McLeansboro, and visit their website at valpohomefurnishings.com. Houghton's Pizza House in McLeansboro has been serving up delicious pizza and sandwiches since 1978. That's over 40 years. It's great food at a great price. You can choose from their specialty pizza such as veggie pizza, taco pizza, supreme pizza, or create your own pizza masterpiece and choose from the toppings that you like. Dick and Lucille and their staff are ready to serve you Tuesday through Sunday from 4 p.m. till 10 p.m. at Alton's Pizza House. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Alton's Pizza House, a Southern Illinois tradition since 1978.
Hamilton Memorial Family Clinics are pleased to welcome new providers to our Carmi Family Clinic on Oak Street. Jamie Jacobs is a family nurse practitioner that not only calls White County home, but has 5 years of critical care experience. Also new to our team, internist Dr. Brett Schwarm has decades of expertise in providing adult and pediatric care. Hamilton Memorial Hospital Carmi Family Clinic has you covered. Plus, don't forget, weekend walk-in clinics on Saturdays for those unexpected illnesses. It really is all about your health at Hamilton Memorial Hospital Carmi Family Clinic.
Valpo Home Furnishings has been serving the area for nearly 30 years with quality furniture, appliances, and bedding. Their goal at Valpo Home Furnishings is to give you a great selection of home furnishings, appliances, and bedding at a great price with outstanding hometown customer service. If you're in the market for new or updated furniture, appliances, or bedding, check out the selection at Valpo's, 103 East Main Street on the south side of the square in McLeansboro, and visit their website at valpohomefurnishings.com.
Wherever life may take you, it all starts with the first step. Begin your journey with Frontier Community College, the foundation for your future.
Welcome back to Wayne City High School as the pep band is entertaining here at halftime. And you see our halftime score. It's Woodlawn Cardinals leading Wayne City 21-16 as Wayne City led it after one quarter, 8-6. But, Mark, it was a whole other story there in the second quarter as Woodlawn got it going. And Blake McKay started doing what Blake McKay does. And that's not only scoring himself, but getting others involved as well.
Yeah, that sure is, Randy. And that's why he leads the Cardinals in scoring this first half for Woodlawn, as Blake McKay has 11 points and he has 1 3-point basket and he's 2 for 2 from the line. Next in scoring will be Hayden England. He has 5 points. He's 3 for 4 from the line. And then you have Jackson Tiemann with 3 and Ray Srensky with 2 for a total of 21 first half points. They outscored Wayne City that second quarter 15-8. And they were 5 for 6 from the free throw line. For Wayne City, they were led by McKinney. He has 7 points. And then you're followed by Kent Miller with 5. Then Darren Duez with 2, and Caden Taylor with 1, and Travis Dickey with 1. And Travis is 1 for 3 from the free throw line. And Wayne City overall from the free throw line, 6 of 9 for Wayne City in the first half in the free throws. And they scored 8 points that second quarter. And shut out by Woodlawn, or outscored by Woodlawn, 15-8 in that second quarter, Randy.
So as far as foul trouble, really nobody in any serious foul trouble here, right?
Not really. You've got Kent Miller and Noah Cooper both with 2 for Wayne City, and then Travis Dickey, Marcus Durham, and Caden Taylor all with 1. And then over for Woodlawn, 2 fouls each for Rinsky and Tiemann. And then Fuchs and Hollenkamp each have 1 foul, along with Blake McKay with 1 foul.
All right. Well, I mentioned that the Woodlawn Cardinals, I believe, should be the number 1 seed in their subsectional as the seeds come out this coming Thursday. There are 16 teams in the subsectional. We know where the regionals are going to be at. We know that Steelville will host a regional. We know that Edwards County at Albion will host a regional. What we don't know is what the seeds are or what the pairings are. So the seeds come out this Thursday, and the way they do that is everybody gets behind the computer and everybody presses a button, okay? And you apply a button to your team, and you seed everybody, and then the IHSA has some kind of formula, and they tabulate it, although they don't really tell you how they tabulate it. They do, and then they
that to me
they
raises
spit out
a red flag.
They spit out the pairings or spit out the seeds first on Thursday, and so you see what the seeds are late Thursday, and then on Friday you'll find out what the pairings are. Well, in talking to Coach Brian Gamber, I interviewed him at halftime of one of the games down at the Benton Shootout. He believes that if they become the number 1 seed, and of course he believes his Cardinals should be the number 1 seed as well, he feels like that they will go to Albion, go to Edwards County. And I agree with that. I think that that's probably where they will go. One thing you got to remember about the IHSA, though, they do not care anything about geography. Okay? It's not a simple situation of them sending the teams, to the closest venue.
And it used to be that way many years ago.
It used to be that way, but I promise you they don't do that. And all you have to do for proof of that is take a look at what happened last night in the girls 1A regional at Albion. You had Waterloo-Jabot and Steelville drive all the way over to Albion last night to play a 1A regional game. They had to play the late game on top of that. So it started at 7:30 on a Monday night, a school night. Okay, one of them drove 117 miles to get there. The other team drove 144 miles to get there. That's one way.
One way.
That's one way. Yeah. So who knows what time they got home? I mean, that's
right.
ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, it really is. But I'll just put something up on the screen right now if I can get you to see it here. Okay. And this is a little bit about some of the notes I've taken here on the subsectional, and I've kind of done my own seedings here. Okay. So again, I think Woodlawn should be the number 1 seed because not only are they 23-3 coming in tonight, but you look at the quality wins they have this year. They've beaten teams like Olney and Mount Carmel, Goreville, Altamont, Vandalia. I mean, the resume that Woodlawn has is pretty good, and I think it's the best resume out of these 16 teams.
Oh, I agree, Randy. Yeah, especially when you look at Goreville. Goreville there for the longest time was undefeated.
Yeah.
And then
they beat Goreville here recently.
They beat Goreville recently. Yeah.
Now, I believe that Oakville will get the number 2 seed. Even though they're 15-8, you say, well, that record's not real good. It's not as good as Marissa's record. It's not as good as North City or Christopher Wayne City's record. Yeah, right, but Oakville has a great resume as well. They beat Woodlawn 47-45 earlier in the year. They also have a win against Cessa-Valier, and they played Nashville to a very close game, 47-43. But even though they beat Woodlawn, I still don't think they're the 1 seed. I think they're the 2, in my opinion. Marissa, 19-5. I've put them as number 3. They got a win against Christopher. Wayne City, I have them at number 4. Unless something would happen and Wayne City would win this game tonight, then I'd move Wayne City up a little bit. But I think, and realistically, I think the Indians are a 4 seed. They've beaten NCOE twice this year. So I put NCOE as the 5 seed, okay, even though NCOE has a quality win against Hamilton County. Christopher, I give them a 6 because Christopher is missing one of their players now who's out for the season after that, that elbow to the head situation against Hamilton County. Cessa-Valier, I give a 7, and Alvarado, I give an 8. So those are how I'm calling it, at least in the top 8. Now, that doesn't mean anything.
Right.
Because that doesn't mean that that's how it's going to go the way the coaches vote, and it doesn't mean that's how it's going to go the way that the tabulations are by the IHSA. But I just think if you're being logical, I think that that's the way you do it. And then the question is, where do you send these guys? Do you send them to Steelville or Edwards County? And I'm afraid, because it's so spread out and there's 16 teams, I'm afraid that some of these teams are going to have to really travel.
Oh, there are. There's going to be some long road trips, late nights, Randy. And, here's one thing. Why don't they look at the sports writers to seed these teams and take it out of the coaches' hands? I know the coaches know a lot about these teams, but make it a neutral so you're not favoring, okay, I don't like so-and-so team, so I'm going to write, or I'm going to seed them a lot lower than I want to seed this team here, as you mentioned it earlier.
That's an interesting concept, because as I said earlier, last week in the girls' seed meetings, and it wasn't a meeting because, again, they don't do a meeting anymore like they used to. It was just sitting behind a computer pressing a number. You had one girls' team that didn't even vote, and so that skewed the results. And, I think some teams got seeded differently than what they should have or would have
or
had
fairly.
it been a regular meeting. Had it been a regular meeting. So, anyway, we'll see if it all changes next year after what happens this year, but I got a bad feeling that some teams are going to get the shaft this week. Maybe not in 1A. I think it's pretty clear cut here with Woodlawn, but Fairfield should be the 1 seed in their subsectional of 2A, but will they be? We'll see. It all happens Thursday. All right, second half action underway here as the teams, of course, change ends, and Woodlawn will have the ball first to start the second half. Again, Woodlawn wearing their white uniforms tonight, even though they're on the road, because it's blackout night here in Wayne City. Blake McKay working in there.
Wayne City, they come out man-to-man again this as they open up the second half.
Rinsky has it, working against Taylor. Comes over to Tiemann on the left side. Back to McKay. McKay inside the lane, puts up the shot, missed it, got his own rebound, goes back up again, missed it. Ball's loose, and in the corner, Miller comes away with it for Wayne City.
That's second time he's missed shots like that, Randy.
No lack of effort, though, that's for sure.
No. Second effort shots.
Here it comes out to Travis Dickey. Left corner, they're going to go to Miller. Cardinals also stay in their man-to-man defense. Out it comes to Taylor. Taylor to McKinney. McKinney lobs it inside to Taylor. Turns on his man, puts up a shot, scores. Well, I mentioned that Taylor is a good post player, and you saw him make a good post move right there.
Someone else that we need to see a better half out of this second half for Indy is Travis Dickey. Only had 1 point the first half.
Yeah, he's pretty quiet because he's one of the leading scorers for Wayne City. And speaking of leading scorers, there you go. 3-pointer by Blake McKay. 24-18. Again, McKay with over 2,000 points for his high school career at Woodlawn. Here's McKinney with a crossover move. Has the ball stripped, got his own rebound, put it back up, missed it, and lost it out of bounds.
Looked like it went off his hip or off of the Woodlawn player, and he just lost control of it.
Somebody just wrote in and said, why is Woodlawn in white? I thought I just explained that. As Caden Taylor scores.
They're going to count the basket.
Maybe you tuned in late, Brian. I'll repeat it for you, okay? Woodlawn is in white because it's blackout night in Wayne City. Wayne City petitioned the IHSA to be able to wear their black uniforms tonight. The IHSA said yes. So that's the reason why. But they're the home team on the scoreboard, meaning Wayne City is, even though they're wearing dark, and they're the home team on our scoreboard tonight, too. Free throws missed, but they get the offensive rebound, so they'll have another offensive set. Here's McKinney with it. Inside it goes to Taylor. Taylor back out, and that ball's just thrown up by Miller and lost the handle. Back the other way. Here's England in the corner to Rinsky. 3-pointer. Missed it. Rebound McKinney. He's going to push it for the Indians. Takes it all the way down, puts it up, left it short.
That was a weird shot. It was blocked, and then he was able to get the shot off, but just couldn't get it to fall.
Hollenkamp grabbed the rebound, and now the Cardinals have it in the front court as McKay has it again, working against Miller. Back to McKay. He's open for three. Write it down.
The second three in a row.
When he gets looks like that, he's going to take advantage of it. Cardinals up by 7. 27-20.
17 for McKay.
17 of their 27. 4:54 to go here in the third quarter. Shot from Taylor is no good. Rebound by the Cardinals. They're going to throw it ahead to England. He's got a breakaway, and he scores. Nice outlet pass that time by McKay to England. And as I said, he has a knack of making players around him better. And they score in transition. Timeout called by Wayne City. And we'll take timeout as well. Be back with more in just a moment.
Carter Turf and Tractor is now open in their beautiful new location on West Main Street in Fairfield in the former Save-A-Lot building. Carter Turf and Tractor is your area dealer for high-quality Kubota tractors in a variety of sizes, perfect for a landscaping business or to easily handle a variety of jobs around your home or farm. They can customize a solution for your needs. They also have the Kubota RTV utility vehicles for on-road and off-road transportation and hauling needs. When there's mowing or lawn work to be done, Carter Turf and Tractor has you covered with Exmark riding mowers and walk-behind mowers. They also feature a good selection of Echo brand brush cutters, trimmers, and chainsaws, as well as Honda and Generac generators. Come in and see for yourself at the new Carter Turf and Tractor, open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to 2 on Saturday.
Welcome back to Wayne City, where Woodlawn has opened up a 9-point lead, Mark, their biggest lead of the game so far.
Yeah, and Blake McKay came out, Randy. He's got 2 3-pointers in a row. He's got 17 points this game and 6 in the third quarter. So he's been one of the big differences for Woodlawn pulling away here.
Well, Michigan State has jumped out to a 24-12 lead over the Illinois Fighting Illini. That's a big game tonight in the Big Ten. It's a sold-out game up at the State Farm Center in Champaign. As Sparty beat them pretty good the first time up at East Lansing. Durham back in the game, gets the ball inside, then dishes it back out to Taylor. Now it comes to Dickey. Dickey to Taylor. Back to McKinney. McKinney drives, takes it all the way in, scores.
Yeah, it was a good drive by McKinney.
Like the rivers just parted there almost.
Sure did.
Yeah. 29-22.
He saw a chance, wide open basket. Why not take it?
4:03 to go here in the third quarter of play. Here's a dish in the corner, three-pointer on the way. It's no good by Tiemann, but the follow is up and in by Rinsky. You know, Rinsky is one of those players where he may be quiet 1 minute and then he might go on a tear. He has a way of doing that. And sometimes it's on offensive rebounds, gets him his motor started there. Here's Taylor over to McKinney. Behind the back dribble.
Good drive. Good pass inside to
Durham. Missed it though. Got it, the rebound, went back up, no good. And on the third attempt, he gets fouled.
They're going to give him 2 shots on that.
That was a nice dish by McKinney to Durham, but just couldn't finish around the basket.
It looks like they're going to give that to Chase Hollenkamp. If so, that's his 3rd foul, Randy, and the 2nd team foul for Woodlawn.
Stops the clock with 3:19 to go here in the third quarter, and Marcus Durham at the line, the 6'2 senior. And he cans it. Got them both. 7-point game, 31-24. McKay brings it back up for Woodlawn. Comes over to Tiemann. Dishes in the corner. Hollenkamp can't connect. And it's rebounded by the Indians. They get it ahead to Durham. Back out it comes to McKinney. Now Miller. And now it comes to Dickey. Back out to Taylor. McKinney with it. He'll penetrate. Can't go anywhere, so he'll come back out and reset it with Miller. Woodlawn a good job of stopping his penetration that time. McKinney's pretty quick. Taylor's got it now. Gets it inside to Durham against Rinsky. Spins. Here comes a double team. Back out to Taylor, or out to Miller. Can't shoot.
He thought about a 3.
They're wanting to get it inside.
They're wanting to get it. There he goes.
Doing a good job. Here's Taylor for 3. That was a little off balance. Missed it. Miller with the rebound. Puts up the 15-footer. Missed it. Ball goes out of bounds, and they say last touch by McKinney. It'd be Woodlawn ball.
Woodlawn ball. They wanted to go inside, Randy, but they just couldn't get anybody open inside. They gave it to Durham a couple of times, but he just couldn't take it to the basket. Good defense by Woodlawn.
It was good defense. And again, that was the way that Wayne City played them so close the first time they met, was being able to score on the inside. 7-point lead. Here's a feed inside. Back out to Rinsky for three. Missed it. And rebound Kent Miller for the Indians. We are under 2 minutes to play here in this third quarter. Dickey has it. He's going to put up a long three. Missed it. That was almost at the volleyball line.
Yeah, good box out by Hollenkamp to get that defensive rebound.
Rinsky has it for Woodlawn in the front court. They work it around the horn. Here's Hollenkamp for three. Nails it. Chase Hollenkamp tickles the twine from behind the line, and that's a 10-point Woodlawn lead, and then it's a turnover on the Indians. No, this is knocked out of bounds by Cardinals.
Yeah.
Thought for a minute it was a turnover. Noah Cooper is going to check back in for Durham for Wayne City, so big man for big man there.
Hunter England in the lineup for Woodlawn. He's replacing his brother Hayden.
Indians break the press. Get across to Dickey. Out to Caden Taylor. Over to McKinney. Taylor goes inside to Cooper. Cooper works on Rinsky. Back out. McKinney. Can't shoot. Now does. And short.
Again, Wayne City wanted to go inside, Randy, and they couldn't get a shot inside, so they shot it from the outside again.
Cardinals doing a good job defending it in there. Here's McKay with it again for Woodlawn. And we're down to 45 seconds left here in the third quarter as Cardinals enjoying a 10-point lead. If you just joined us, Wayne City led after the first quarter 8-6. But Woodlawn outscored them in the second quarter 15-8 to lead it at halftime 21-16. And now up by 10. Down to 23 seconds left. They're going to run it down for the final shot of the quarter as it comes over to England. That's Hunter England working against Cooper. He gets right by him and takes it
to the basket.
Glass. You could see that one coming.
Yeah, you could. Good move by Hunter England on that. He's just a little bit more quicker.
He had faster wheels on that one. Here's a long one. That's nailed. Count, it's a three-pointer. Was that Taylor?
Yes. No, that was McKinney.
McKinney with a deep three. That was from the eye on Indians over there along the sideline.
That was off-balance shot, too.
A deep ball. Well, that's a big one here to end the end of the third quarter. Keeps it into single digits for Wayne City. And we'll come back with more in just a moment. Fourth quarter headed your way on AreaSports.net. Back at Wayne City High School where Woodlawn leads it after three quarters, 36-27. And your thoughts on that third quarter, Mark?
Well, Woodlawn playing good defense on Wayne City as Wayne City's wanting to go inside, Randy, but they just can't get the ball inside, so they're forcing some shots out from the outside. And it was a good quarter for Woodlawn, 15 points to Wayne City's 11 in the third quarter here.
Want to remind you about the blonde bomber, Jay Scheidler, as, again, he is coming to the Edwards County High School in Albion on Saturday, April 11th. And boy, that is something that you don't want to miss, right, Mark? It's going to be a special event.
It's going to be a fun night. It's going to be a fun night hearing some stories and reminiscing.
The greatest pure shooter we've ever seen in Illinois high school basketball, bar none, as Taj McKinney is fouled on his way to the basket.
That's the third. Ray Srensky, that's the third team foul, too.
Just underway here in the fourth quarter. Yeah, if Jay Scheidler would have played with a three-point line, nobody would even touch his scoring prowess. I mean, he averaged 32.7 points per game his senior year without a three-point line. He would have averaged well over 40 had there been a three-point line.
Exactly, yeah. And he could elevate so high, Randy, it was just unbelievable.
Incredible jump shot.
Incredible jump.
Played for the University of Kentucky as well, where he won a national championship. So he won a state championship with Lawrenceville, also got third place with Lawrenceville, and then won a national championship with Kentucky. As shot is missed out front by Tiemann, and then on the rebound we got a whistle and a foul.
Strong rebound on for Hayden England, and they're going to call that foul on number 22, Kent Miller. That's his first team foul for Wayne City this half.
So you'll be able to hear stories, meet Jay Schuyler. He'll be doing a bunch of signings, and it's going to be a great event on Saturday, April 11th at Edwards County High School Gym. Dinner will be included. And if you'd like tickets or more information, just simply go to goodconcerts.com. That's goodconcerts.com. There are a lot of basketball coaches in Southern Illinois that are going to be bringing their entire teams to this event.
Mm-hmm. What a jam.
Blake McKay with authority. Wow. Unbelievable.
And he was off balance when he jammed that, Randy.
He threw that down with authority. A one-handed slamma-jamma by Blake McKay. And the Cardinals go up 38-27.
Thought he lost his balance, and whoa.
Here's Dickey for three. Left it short. There's Durham back up. Got it. Well, if there was anybody in the bleachers that wasn't quite awake, they woke up with that.
They're awake now, no doubt about it. That was a good move by Blake McKay.
That was pretty emphatic. It certainly was. Timeout on the court, and we'll take timeout again, too. We'll be right back with more in just a moment.
Do you enjoy local sports talk? Well, then you don't want to miss the Sports Couch every Saturday morning at 8:30 on Super Hits AM 1210 and AreaSports.net. The Sports Couch is 90 minutes of great local sports talk where we visit with area coaches and other local media covering the sports in our area. You never know who's going to be on the couch. So join us for the Sports Couch Saturday morning at 8:30 on Super Hits AM 1210 and on AreaSports.net.
Hey, this Saturday morning on the Sports Couch, we're going to talk to Tom Ackerman from KMOX. He's the sports director of KMOX. We'll talk Cardinal baseball with him. And we're also going to catch up with Kent Williams, longtime basketball player, both at Mount Vernon and at SIU. He's a Hall of Famer both places. He now coaches DeSmet High School in St. Louis. They're one of the top-ranked teams in Metro St. Louis. We'll catch up with Kent this Saturday. We're also going to talk to Bucky Dent from the Southern Illinoisan newspaper, a great sports writer for them. We'll talk about the SIU Salukis with Bucky and the great start that they've had, especially 7 games in a row now.
Yeah, wasn't he a shortstop with the Yankees too? Oh, wrong Bucky Dent.
Yeah, wrong Bucky Dent there, right? And he gets kidded about that all the time.
I bet he does.
You know? He does. And then we'll also have Bob Pankey on with us from the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, the FCA. Bob's going to talk to us about Isaac Bruce, the Isaac Bruce event that's coming to Mount Vernon in March, as Isaac Bruce will be at the FCA banquet. Back to action. It goes into goes into England, as that's Hayden England, and he scores, and that was a nice offensive set out of the timeout there for Woodlawn.
It was a nice feed by Blake McKay into Hunter England or Hayden England, and he just was off balance, but he was still able to take it to the basket too.
40-29, Woodlawn up by 11, 6:37. Play in the ball game. Chance for the and one, and it's good.
Yeah, they called that foul on Dunham. That's his second and the second team foul for Wayne City.
Woodlawn trying to go a perfect 8-0 on the Midland Trail Conference season this year and wrap it up tonight. Wayne City will still have 2 more conference games after this one. They are still unblemished in the conference. This would be their first loss if things stay the way they are. First loss in the conference. And so we have a foul called on the Cardinals.
Be on number 14, Chase Hollenkamp. That's his fourth team foul. He's coming out of the game.
He's going to take a seat. From the baseline, they get it into Dickey. He goes down to Caden Taylor, and he has it knocked away. Nice play there by Hunter England. And ball's loose, and it's out of bounds, going to belong to Woodlawn. That's just a hustle play that time by England.
That was a hustle play, and he knew he was going to fall hard, and he kept the ball in bounds. It could have went out of bounds, but he kept it in bounds.
Tiemann gets it into McKay. McKay will bring it up. Could have been a push-off there. He might have got away with one. And timeout's going to be called by Coach Gamber. I think he was thinking that it was going to be close to a 10 count there, so he called the timeout.
Over and back,
yeah. So he kind of tried to rescue him there a little bit, and it worked. So timeout on the court. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
Fast Eddie Veltman, the legendary Centralia criminal defense attorney, has joined Olson & Reeves, attorneys at law. With offices in Centralia and Mount Vernon, Olson & Reeves are personal injury and criminal defense lawyers, and we've got your back. If you've been hurt in an accident or you've been arrested for a DUI or other charge, call Olson & Reeves today at area code 618-533-1601 for a free case evaluation. Olson & Reeves, attorneys at law.
Back at Wayne City, I'm Randy Olson along with Mark Wells. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast tonight here on AreaSports.net. It's our Tuesday night game of the week as the Woodlawn Cardinals lead Wayne City 41-29 as they try to wrap up the regular season championship here, Mark, in the Midland Trail Conference. And boy, they just keep winning it year after year, don't they?
Yeah, they sure do. And what a performance so far tonight by Blake McKay for Woodlawn. He had that jam there in the fourth quarter there, Randy. And
that was big time.
It was a big time. He was kind of off balance when he was going to the rim, but he was able to get it down.
All right, come back to live action as the Cardinals have it here at midcourt, and they get it in to McKay. Woodlawn basically just needs to take care of the basketball at this point as they are up 12.
So far they've had no turnovers this second half, Randy. They had 4 the first half.
Yeah, they got off to a little bit of a shaky start in that first quarter. Had those early turnovers and then fell behind, and actually Wayne City outscored them 8-6 in that first quarter. But since then, it's definitely been all Cardinals since that time.
Almost thrown away there.
As Hunter England had it out to Rinsky. And again, Cardinals going to show some patience here, run some clock, spread the floor a little bit, run this motion, and might get somebody open for a backdoor cut, layup. Otherwise, they don't have to shoot because they're up 12. 5:21 left. Rinsky with it. And it comes to Tiemann. Tiemann back out here to Hayden England. Got Hayden and Hunter both out there right now.
Being very patient, as you mentioned, Randy.
There might be some people watching right now says, well, what are they doing that for when they're up 12? I'll tell you exactly why they're doing that. Because this same type of offense and this, it's not a delay, but it's, it's keeping the ball going. And, yeah, you're using clock. This is what you're going to use when you're in a tight game with like, a Goreville or somebody at the end where it's a 2 or 3 point game. And again, you're trying to take care of the basketball and limit the possessions until you get a layup like that or get fouled. And that's exactly what it's designed to do, and it works. And Race Rinsky will go to the line.
Fouls on Travis Dickey. Wayne City, it's his second, third team foul. Rinsky's going to be at the line for 2.
Woodlawn wanted to beef up their schedule this year, and they certainly did. As athletic director Shane Witzel along with Coach Gamber, they put their heads together. Man, they got into some good games this year. And of course, they joined that Pinckneyville tournament this year, the Duster Thomas Classic, where they got wins against Olney and Mount Carmel, and made it to the championship game against Pinckneyville. As Rinsky is good on that free throw. And then they also, got in the shootout last week at Benton against Vandalia. They had that regular season game with Altamont, regular season game with Goreville. And still to come, they are going to play their last 3 games. Get this, Mark. They're playing Metro East Lutheran.
Oh, my.
They're playing Dietrich at Dietrich, which they've never played there before, I don't think, in years and years and years. And that's a tough place to play on the road at Dietrich. That'll be a good test for Woodlawn.
That's a road trip for them, too.
And then get this. They'll wrap it up the regular season on senior night at home against Teotopoulos. Man, well, there'll be a crowd at that one.
There will be a crowd. There'll be a lot of noise there.
Yeah. Back with more in a moment.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car. And you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
Talk to State Farm agent Lynn Braden in McLeansboro today.
We have 4:16 left in the ball game here as Woodlawn leads it over Wayne City by a score of 42-29. So we're talking about Woodlawn beefing up their schedule here and wrapping things up with Metro East Lutheran, Dietrich, and T-Town. And again, Coach Corona and Wayne City kind of taking a page out of that book this year too by scheduling games with Robinson and Murfreesboro.
Yeah, and the thing is, these teams it's a good experience. Teams that they may have never ever played before, and again, it prepares them for what's to come whenever they get into the regional time.
Well, the only way you're going to improve is to play good competition. You've got to play good competition. You've got to be challenged, okay? And if you lose some games along the way, so be it. Again, Woodlawn is 23-3. 2 of those 3 losses have come to Pinckneyville. But just, the fact that you're a 1A team and you've gotten to play Pinckneyville twice in the same season,
that's an accomplishment.
It's a heck of an experience.
You bet.
It really is. Win, lose, or draw.
Yeah.
It's a heck of an experience. Here's Taj McKinney. Can't shoot. Goes inside to Caden Taylor. Works on the block. Missed it.
Double-teamed.
Yep, and rebound on the weak side by Tiemann for Woodlawn. Gets it out to McKay, and again, the Cardinals dodge another bullet as their defense comes up big on the inside.
Wayne City trying to go inside, but again, their defense is just eating them alive.
Here's England with it now. Gives it out to McKay, and McKay is going to be fouled on the reach in there by Kent Miller.
That's his fourth team foul for Wayne City. Yeah, Wayne City's trying to get inside, Randy, but again, the stellar defense by Woodlawn keeping them from getting the ball inside and making Wayne City take the outside shot.
We mentioned the seeds coming out this Thursday for both 1A and 2A. Fairfield just completed their final tune-up tonight before the seeds come out on Thursday, and they blew out Hamilton County tonight at McLeansboro 71-32. The Mules are clicking on all cylinders. Hot off that win against Nashville on Saturday down at the Benton Shootout. That was a heck of a game, which, by the way, you can watch in archive here on AreaSports.net in case you missed it. You can go back and call that one up and watch it if you'd like to. Cardinals showing a good ball movement here as they run clock. We're down to 3:06 left. Wayne City chasing. They're down by 13. They need possessions. They need the ball, Mark.
Yeah, they need the ball. Again, Woodlawn doing a great job against Wayne City on the defense, keeping them from getting the ball inside.
Yeah, they're not going to let them have it. As Duez finally goes for the steal, and he's called for the foul. And, Wayne City's got fouls to give, too. That's just 5 team fouls. So they've still got 2 more fouls to give before they send them to the line. As Marcus Durham's going to check back in the game for Wayne City. And he replaces Duez. And then McKay catches the ball, and he is fouled right away by McKinney.
McKinney, his second team foul, number 6.
Yep, so one more before they shoot. Hayden England will be the trigger man this time. Cesar Valier has beaten Waltonville tonight in boys basketball action, 51-39. You'll be able to see all these scores a little bit later on, of course, posted on our website here at AreaSports.net. Both boys games tonight as well as girls games from 1A and 2A regionals. And it comes to McKay. McKay with a backdoor cut down to Tiemann. Missed it. Rinsky on the tip, no good. And rebound Wayne City. Back the other way. 2:33 left. Indians need points in a hurry. Down by 13. Duez has it. Comes out to Miller. Over it comes to Dickey. He'll fire a 3. Left it short. Rebound. Back up. No good there by Caden Taylor. And Woodlawn again comes away with the rebound, and we got a foul.
It's going to be on, I believe, Caden Taylor. They're going to call him. That's his second. Team foul number 7.
That will put Woodlawn in the bonus the rest of the way. We got 2:12 left, and Race Rinsky will go to the line.
Yeah,
so go ahead.
I was going to say totally different ball game from 2 weeks ago, Randy.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it sure
is. Timeout on the court. We'll take timeout as well, and back with more in just a moment.
The difference between profit and loss is razor thin in today's market. Luckily, your GSI dealer is there to help you stay in the black. Capturing futures carry and improving your basis with increased on-farm storage on average could earn a 50-cent per bushel difference. Taking advantage of early harvest and saving with on-farm drying makes a profitability difference. Proven and dependable grain systems that boost your bottom line, that's the GSI difference.
Back at Wayne City, you see some of the Woodlawn crowd that has made the trip over here tonight from Jefferson County to see their Cardinals play, and improved to 8-0 in the Midland Trail Conference with a clean sweep. Looks like that's the way it's going to be with 2:12 left here, Mark.
Yeah, you said it at the beginning of the game, Randy. 2 weeks ago, these two teams played here for the Midland Trail Conference Championship, and it was a 2-point game.
Yeah.
And then Wayne City, they were able to go inside. Well, you mentioned it. Coach Gammer, he changed up defense, and Wayne City tried to go inside a lot tonight.
Yep.
It's not over yet. Still have 2:12 to play, but their defense have been changed up and keeping Wayne City from making them take some outside shots that they probably wouldn't want to take tonight.
Yep.
And go inside. And,
that's right.
Not been able to.
Oakville a win tonight over New Athens, 64-47. As I said, I think Oakville will be the 2 seed in this subsectional. That includes Woodlawn. Salem defeated Flora tonight, 48-40. Again, you'll be able to follow all these scores on AreaSports.net a little bit later on. You can also follow our Twitter feed if you've not joined us on Twitter, as Rinsky is short on the free throw. Rebound by the Indians as McKinney has it. And again, Wayne City needs points in a hurry. And again, we invite you to sign up for and subscribe to our YouTube page if you've not done that. It's AreaSports.net on YouTube. That way you'll automatically get notifications anytime we upload a basketball game or sports interviews, sports couch show, that sort of thing. As McKinney's shot is short, I think it was partially deflected. As Woodlawn comes away with a rebound and will walk to the free throw line again, and Rinsky will go back to the line.
Third on Taylor, 8th team foul, Wayne City.
Minute 37 left in the game. JV contest tonight went overtime, and it was won by Woodlawn by 5, 31-26. As that free throw is good by Rinsky. Got them both. Big guy's got a nice stroke there at the line.
He sure does.
Here comes Miller back in the front court for Wayne City. Gives it up to McKinney. Over to Dickey. Dickey with an off-balance 3. Missed it. Rebound Durham. Back out for another 3 from McKinney. Got it. 44-32. As that cuts it to 12 with a minute 18 left.
They give him 2 or 3 on that, Randy?
Gave him a 3.
3 on that.
Yeah,
okay.
So it cuts it to 12. Yeah. Timeout. We'll take 1-2. Back with more in a moment.
It's the heating season, and Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods has you covered with fast, reliable propane delivery service for your home or farm. And if you need those propane bottles filled for your grill or camper, Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods can do it. Looking for a wide selection of guns and ammunition? You'll find it at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. You can even search online through their website at wainwrightpropane.com. And don't forget, they also sell propane grills, smokers, and deep fryers at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods.
Back at Wayne City High School, where Woodlawn's trying to close it out here. Minute 18 to play. They're up by 12. They'll have the basketball length of the floor. If you're a Cardinal baseball fan, again, we'll remind you that we'll be speaking with Tom Ackerman, the sports director of KMOX, this Saturday on the Sports Couch. Going to ask him a lot of questions about the Cardinals, because we've all got questions about the Cardinals, particularly that outfield and what they're going to do to replace those numbers that we lost from Ozuna. And since Tom Ackerman has regular contact with John Mozeliak, he'll have a little inside track on that. So we'll talk to him more about that a little bit.
Spring training just started, pitchers and catchers.
Yep.
So
they've all reported, and really most of the teams down there now at Jupiter. Foul is called on the Indians, and that's going to send Rinsky back to the line again.
Personal foul number 4 on Caden Taylor.
Yeah, the way he's shooting free throws, he's not the guy you want to foul, is he?
No, he's not.
That one's in and out. And
another foul.
Foul and a rebound, huh?
That's going to be on McKay. They're going to call him for a foul. That's his second 15th foul, Woodlawn.
Halftime score, Michigan State leads Illinois 37-20.
17-point lead. Wow.
This is my first and second favorite teams. Go Sparty.
Yeah, go Sparty. Good drive by McKinney.
McKinney went it coast to coast on that one. Yeah, Sparty's my favorite team, but Illinois is my second favorite. So I got them both playing tonight. Can't lose, can I?
You can't lose.
Well, can't. 38 seconds left. Here is Rinsky. Look out.
He just going to lay it in.
He went in there easy. I thought he was going to do the big-time dunk there, but he took it easy. No sense in pulling a muscle there.
Nope.
Race. Yeah. Here's a long three. It's missed. Rinsky with the rebound, down to 15 seconds left, and we have another foul.
And that's going to be the 5th on Caden Taylor.
Well, I'll tell you what. After the slow start by Woodlawn tonight, again, they trailed 8-6 after the first quarter. Like we said, had some uncharacteristic turnovers early on, some unforced errors, so to speak. They outscored Wayne City 15-8, as you said, in that second quarter, and they've not looked back, have they?
They sure haven't. They haven't looked back. They did what they wanted to do tonight, Randy. They wanted to shut down the inside game of Wayne City, and they forced them to take some shots that probably they weren't comfortable taking, and it's a big difference in the game tonight.
Clark Anderson, 6'3" senior, checks in the game for Wayne City as Rinsky is at the line, and it's good. 47-34. Again, 13.8 seconds left. Woodlawn's going to improve to 24-3 on the season, and Wayne City's going to fall to 17-10. And the seeds will come out on Thursday, and the pairings on Friday for the Class 1A regionals. As here's McKinney with a three. Makes it 47-37. 2 seconds left, and McKay's going to just hold it. That's going to be the ball game. It's a 10-point victory tonight for the Woodlawn Cardinals. A perfect 8-0 season in the Midland Trail Conference. They are the regular season champs and the tournament champs this year. Still 2 more conference games left for the Wayne City Indians, as they still have to play Sandoval and Woodlawn, or Waltonville, I should say, as they wrap up the season. They've also got that game on the road at Murfreesboro in the final 3 games of the year here in the regular season for Woodlawn. They've got Metro East Lutheran at home. They go on the road at Dietrich, and then they finish off with Teotopoulos at home. And what a packed house that's going to be. It's going to be a senior night and the whole shebang there in Woodlawn. You're going to have to pipe that game by video into the auxiliary gym or cafeteria or something, I think.
Yeah.
That'll be a crazy crowd there with T-Town and Woodlawn. As Mark is working on our post-game stats, we'll come back and share those with you in just a moment here, live on AreaSports.net.
Vaughn Equipment is a family-owned and operated business in Fairfield that's committed to providing quality equipment to the farm, construction, tractor-trailer, marine, and oil field industries. They feature a great selection of new and pre-owned trucks, trailers, farm equipment, construction equipment, and rental equipment. Their inventory changes weekly, and you can see it all in person or on their website. Whatever you're looking for to do the job right, Vaughn Equipment can help you. They're located at 1102 South 1st Street in Fairfield, or call 842-3500. Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon. Hey, basketball fans, you're invited to enjoy an evening with the Blonde Bomber, Jay Scheidler. He's coming to the Edwards County High School in Albion on Saturday, April 11th. Jay Scheidler won a state championship with Lawrenceville in 1974 and finished 3rd in 76. He also won a national championship with Kentucky in 1978. And he was selected as Mr. Basketball in the state of Illinois during his senior year when he averaged over 32 points per game. Nobody else in Illinois has ever shot the basketball with the accuracy or the range of Jay Scheidler. And he could jump out of the gym, too. Jay Scheidler will tell all about his basketball stories and share his faith during an evening with the Blonde Bomber. Make plans to come out and hear and meet Jay Scheidler, the Blonde Bomber, on Saturday, April 11th at the Edwards County High School Gym in Albion. Tickets are just $20 each, which includes the meal. And music will be provided by the Judah First Band. Find more information by going to goodconcerts.com. That's goodconcerts.com.
And in addition to getting tickets online at goodconcerts.com, Mark, there's places in Fairfield and Albion where you can get tickets, right?
Absolutely. Fairfield, Carter Turf and Tractor, Doug Aman State Farm Insurance, Fairfield Banking Company, and Fairfield National Bank. And over in Albion, you can get them at Doug Horton Country Financial Insurance and Citizens National Bank, both in Albion.
Yeah, make sure you come to that. It's going to be a blast.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
It really is. Going to hear some great stories from Jay. We'll have a bunch of big pictures up on the screen from his playing days, both at Lawrenceville and at Kentucky. And, I think we're going to have some surprises there that night, too. There's people going to show up that played against Jay, coached against Jay.
Classmates that have not seen Jay since high school.
Yeah.
Too, right?
And, I think we've got some surprises that night. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
Well, impressive performance here tonight by the Woodlawn Cardinals. They win at 47-37 to improve to 24-3 on the year. Tell us how it happened statistically.
Well, in that fourth quarter, Randy, both teams scored 10 points each, but Woodlawn just played exceptional defense and just shut Wayne City down. They wanted to go inside. They wanted to go inside, but Woodlawn wins 47-37. They were led in scoring by Blake McKay, who had 19 points, Randy. And in that fourth quarter, he only scored 2 points, but he had that slam in the fourth quarter, but 19 points. But then you had Race Rinsky with 10, and followed by Hayden England with 9. Jackson Tiemann and Chase Hollenkamp both had 3. And Hunter England with 2 for 47 points for Woodlawn, and they were 9 for 15 from the free throw line that second half. For Wayne City, they were led in scoring by Taj McKinney. He had 20 points. And then you had Caden Taylor with 5, Kent Miller with 5, Marcus Durham with 4, Darren Duas with 2, and Travis Dickey, they held him to 1 point, Randy.
Man, that's something.
1 point, and that was one free throw. He was 1 for 3 from the free throw line in the first half. Did not score the second half.
And he averages in double figures.
Yeah, and he didn't score the second, so they held him to 1 point.
Yeah.
And again, they come in and shut Wayne City down with any inside game at all, forcing Wayne City to take a lot of shots outside. And Wayne City was 8 for 14 from the free throw line the second half. So big game for Woodlawn. They did what they wanted to do with Wayne City coming into tonight's game.
Yeah, they won it with defense tonight, no question. And, of course, they could meet again in the regional. I mean, that's very possible. Again, the seeds come out this Monday. I've got Woodlawn projected to be the 1 seed in the subsectional. I project Wayne City to be the 4 seed. Doesn't mean that's going to happen because you don't know what the coaches and athletic directors are going to do, and you certainly don't know what the IHSA is going to do.
No. Again,
But, they could meet again.
And again, you mentioned, the IHSA has nobody down in this part of Southern Illinois to watch any of these teams play. And so they rely on the coaches to seed these teams. And
well, in the past, there's been meetings where you actually have seed meetings where the coaches come in and they are actually able to make their case, kind of a sales pitch. Well, this is why we should be seated here because of this and this and this. And when we lost this game, what you don't realize is we had 3 players out, 2 with the flu and 1 with an injury. And that's stuff that these guys don't know.
Right.
Okay, the other coaches don't necessarily know. So when you're looking a guy in the eye, face-to-face, looking a guy, face-to-face in the eye,
right?
It's a lot harder to, diss them, so to speak, and seat them in a wrong way compared to if you're, sitting behind a computer and you're pressing a button, which is what we're going to have on Thursday, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's sad. That's sad it's gone that way. And again, depending on how it works, is it going to work? Is it going to cause teams to travel some distances, as you mentioned?
Yeah.
The distances that you probably could avoid if you would seed them in a certain area to where, you don't have to travel 2 hours one way.
Again, one thing we've already learned from the girls' seeds and the girls' pairings is the IHSA is not concerned about geography at all, okay? All they're concerned about is what number is beside that team, okay? They don't care about the geography. They don't care about the travel. I mean, you look at what happened last night. Again, with Waterloo-Jabot traveling 144 miles one way to Albion to play Steelville, who also traveled 117 miles one way. Those 2 teams could have played elsewhere, someplace a heck of a lot closer.
Oh, yeah.
And the bad thing was it was on a Monday night, a school night, and it was the late game. So, my goodness, how late did they get home last night?
Yeah.
I mean, it's terrible.
Yeah, and I think it's that way not only in basketball, but it's that way in football, too. And but they try in football, in the football season, they try to, at the beginning of the playoffs, they try to seed the teams a lot closer.
Yeah. Well, again, I guess my big beef is high school athletics is supposed to be for the kids. And when you do stuff like that, it's really not for the kids because it's not for the health and benefit of the kids when you've got them out that late and traveling that far, and it's dangerous to make that long of a bus ride.
Yeah, and you don't have that advantage. You don't. That's not a disadvantage for teams in the northern part of the state because a lot of those teams are close by. They're close in the area to where they don't have to worry about those traveling many distances as the teams here in the rural parts of southern and Midwest Illinois, they have to worry about that.
Well, we'll see how it all shakes out in the 1A regionals this Thursday. Again, the seeds will come out. We know the regional sites are Steelville and Edwards County. So we know that Woodlawn will go either to Steelville or Edwards County. I think they're going to be the 1 seed. I think they should be the 1 seed, and I think it makes sense for them to go to Edwards County rather than Steelville, but who knows? We'll see.
They don't ask your opinion, though,
and Wayne City, it makes sense for them to also go to Edwards County, and I think Wayne City could and should probably be the 4 seed.
Yeah. Again, maybe they should ask sports writers.
Yeah, maybe.
Broadcasters.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I think Oakville will be the 2 seed, Marissa the 3 seed, Norris City 5, Christopher 6, Cesar 7, Alvarado 8. That's how I pick at the top 8. But we'll see how it goes.
You'll be interested in seeing what happens on Thursday. Won't
Again,
you?
we were all fooled on the girl stuff, so we'll probably be fooled on the boys stuff too, I'd say. But anyway, yes, somebody just replied to us, says that's the IHSA. Yep, you are right.
No kidding.
I won't give your name out so I don't incriminate you, okay? But you are absolutely right what you just said to us. Okay.
Right.
Hey, that's going to wrap it up from Wayne City. It's been a fun game, and we enjoyed doing it, and I hope everybody enjoyed the broadcast tonight. And again, Woodlawn clicking on all cylinders and looking strong going into the postseason at 24-3.
Yeah. What a good performance tonight. Again, they did what they wanted to do, and they had the objective to come in here tonight, Randy, and shut Wayne City down. Let happen what happened 2 weeks ago, and it worked.
Perfect 8-0 Midland Trail Conference regular season once again for the Woodlawn Cardinals. So for Mark Wells, this is Randy Olson saying thanks for watching, thanks for listening, thanks to our sponsors as well. And again, the final score, Woodlawn 47, Wayne City 37, and so long from Wayne City.